I submit to you, believers, if you're a man of God here, by the privilege of God's mercy, let me beseech you, please go back and re-examine what you are doing called ministry. Re-examine your sermons, re-examine your programs. Don't feel embarrassed if you find out you are wrong. We are all students in the school of the Spirit. But go back. You will be held accountable for God's people that you mislead. You will be held accountable for the consequences of your pride on God's program over a generation. That's why there are people who pray and fast, but the corruption that is in their heart, it is a risk for God to trust them with influence. It is a risk for God to trust them with access. There is a kind of wisdom they cannot find because their hearts are not malleable. They do not understand God's program. You want to see unity? It starts with the word. The quality of truths that shape the convictions of our people. It is that information they take to the banking sector. It is that information they take. If you teach them leadership, it will speak in their companies. If you teach them productivity, it will speak on those who are roaming around the streets. Are we together now? If you teach them responsibility, they will stop blaming everybody for their state and take responsibility over their lives. If you teach them to pray and the power of prayer, it will tell on their results. If you teach them that the anointing is not an exclusive reserve for men of God, they will take advantage of it. They will use the anointing in school. They will use the anointing while they are working with their colleagues. They will use it in sports. You will see a replication of what you see on the altar across society. Vision. You want to see unity? We have a great job to do, dear men and women of God. We need to catch up with this curriculum of transformation because some of us are too slow. I do not believe, and forgive me, but I do not believe any faithful member should sit under a pastor for 2 years and not be able to defend their spiritual understanding. Something is wrong. Where you are incapacitated, humble yourself and learn. Everything that makes for excellence is learnable. Everything that makes for victory is learnable. Everything that makes a victor is learnable. If you are doing ministry the wrong way, there are enough models for you with humility to correct yourself. It is cheaper to correct yourself than to embarrass yourself. I'm not ashamed of learning anything I need to learn. I am not too big to learn. No, this pride has been the cancer that has destroyed unity, because even for those who know they are in error, they rather remain there. The embarrassment of transformation looks too much. They would rather thousands of people get punished because of their ego. But God himself is moving across his body. He will not allow his people to be in bondage. Are we together now? And let me tell you this, dear servants of God, you want to be at the cutting edge of God's program? Forget about social media and focus on the word. You can be there from morning till night and nobody will place a demand upon the grace of God that is on your life, because you need to build capacity. Paul can plant, Apollo can water, but increase is exclusively of God.